Hello, this is a quick demonstration of the QXP profiler. Okay, the profiler is the systematic data analysis of your data. The profiler is a great feature of QXP because it provides you a instant view of the quality of your data without writing any code or any scripting. Okay, so you want to start off by importing your files into QXP. You could use the profiler with any type of file format, text, comma delimited, uh, Oracle tables, SQL tables, XML, and so on. Okay, as you can see, I have 3 files loaded right here. Now, if I wanted to profile the contents of any one of these files, I could simply just click on that file, and the profiler will refresh automatically. To get to the profiler, you would select Analyze, Profile Table. Okay. There are 3 techniques that are used in the QXP data profiler, and that's characteristic column profiling, pattern profiling, and unique value profiling. Starting up here on top is the characteristic profiling features. The way it works is, for every one of these columns represent a different characteristic profile technique. Okay? For example, pattern count. What this is telling you is the number of unique patterns for every one of your column. For example, UPC. It's saying that I have 5 patterns for UPC. Distinct count is telling me the number of unique values for that column. In this case, there are 8,785 unique UPCs. The longest tells me the longest size of that column. So for UPC, the longest value is 13 digits. Just the opposite of the longest is the shortest. Punctuation is telling me the number of values for that column that contain punctuations, like dashes, slashes, parentheses, asterisks, and so on. Extended and control are those special characters. Okay, these are things to be like the copyright symbols, um, trademark symbols, and things like that. The filled column indicates the number of values that are filled. So there's 16,107 rows, and out of those 16,107 rows, we have 15,659 rows populated with the UPC value. Empty is just the opposite. It's just showing you the number of rows that do not have a value for that selected column. In this case, there are 448 UPCs that are not populated. Only white space are the values that contain white spaces, and that'd be like space bar. Only alpha means these are the number of rows that contain, or the number of values that contain just alpha numeric characters. Okay? So looking at product description, there's 474 product descriptions that just contain alphanumeric data. No numeric data, just alphas. Just the opposite of the alpha is the only number, right? These are the values that just contain numbers, no alpha data. Casing discrepancies shows me the count of values that have a casing discrepancy for that selected column. Okay. Now, to actually get to the data for any one of these cells, you simply click on the cell, and QXP will navigate you directly to those records. Once you select a cell, QXP will highlight the record and put a red border on the column that you selected. In this example, I selected the 13 for the longest, and that's going to show me all the UPCs that are 13 characters in length. To navigate to the next one, because there could be more than one, I hit this button over here on the middle right-hand side, and that'll simply take me to the next one. Another nice feature is using Snapshot. Snapshot allows you to extract the data for a selected technique. So if I wanted to, I could extract all the records that have a UPC of 13 characters in length. To use Snapshot, I simply hit the Snapshot button. I provide a name for it, and I hit OK. QXP will pull out those records into another file, and then you could profile the data, send it out, or take any other actions necessary with that data. The other techniques, again, are the pattern profiling. Very useful technique, right? Especially for those columns that you're expecting to follow a certain pattern, like UPC or your date fields, social security numbers. So whenever you select a column, all the unique patterns for the column will be listed. You could sort by the patterns by simply clicking on the header column. What we provide in QXP is not only the pattern, but we actually will tell you the number of records that contain the value for that pattern. In this case, there are 42 UPCs that follow a pattern of just a 9. And if I choose to, I could simply hit the snapshot button and extract all those records that follow that pattern. I could also sort by the percentage. Then finally, we have the unique values. Okay, these are all the unique values for a selected column. Again, just like patterns, you could sort by the unique value. If I actually wanted to see the records for a unique value, you simply click on the value, and QXP will navigate you right to that record that contains that value. Again, you can use Snapshot if you wanted to extract all the records for a selected unique value. That's the end of this video. There will be one other video on the profiler describing some other options, other things you could do with the profiler, such as editing data, exporting data, rotating your preview around, and a little bit some other information around duplication and a few other options. Thank you.